Hey, welcome to Wolf's Watch. Tonight we are live from the waterfront in San Pedro, California. Behind me here, that is Harbor Patrol. That is the Harbor Patrol that keeps, security, police in the harbor, but also this big building here houses the boats that do for the fire department. You see the big water hoses spraying on ships, or sometimes when it's during celebrations, they're spraying, got hoses going to fountain of water when ships are coming in the harbor and whatnot. And it's just an interesting spot. Nice night, kind of balmy. And I just wanted to share with you that on this day in 1781, Cornwallis surrendered to General Washington. Now, that marked the official end of the American Revolution in 1781. It started in spring of 1775 officially. But you know what? It actually started a few years before that. We had the Tea Party in 1773 in Boston Harbor, that there were violent clashes between the colonials and the British redcoats before that even. And even though the British Army surrendered, ending hostilities officially in 1781, the fighting kept going for a couple more years. Now, some of that was communication. A lot of that's really human behavior. Because think about that. Now, the reason I bring this up is think about that in your business when you have a conflict going or you're doing something new, like artificial intelligence tools. It's been a hot topic, right? Artificial intelligence tools have been used by the military, by different government agencies, by large corporations for a couple of decades, and they've evolved radically, right? So today's artificial intelligence is way beyond what was available to the companies, the large organizations that could afford it 20 years ago, right? So last 10 years has been phenomenal change. Still, it wasn't something that was brand new. What changed was a year ago, ChatGPT became available, and now that makes it possible for everybody to use it. So before the big event happened, right, like the American Revolution, shot heard around the world in Lexington when colonials got into a firefight with the redcoats. Stuff was happening before that in your business. When change happens or when negative things happen, like a major customer leaves, there's a change in the marketplace, you get a change in technology like AI, and all of a sudden it's like, bang, there it is. There were signs before that. If you were able to see them, if you're paying attention, okay, let me be brutally honest. If you're paying attention, if you had your team paying attention and you're listening to your team, they can see that coming, they can see it building up, and you can either ride that wave when it happens or you can get crushed by it. Now, same thing on the other side of it too, though. Because think about that. After the American Revolution was officially over, the fighting kept going for a couple of years. Skirmishes, the history books call it. But there were people shooting each other, not just shooting at. And that's the same thing too. When you go through a big change in your company, a big shift in the marketplace, open a new division, launch a new product or service. After that is in place and things seem to be running smoothly, there are still things, there's an echo of all that chaos that happened that goes on for a while. How are you making sure your team is handling that, is ready for it, is even aware that they need to be ready? Right? That's a leadership issue. Leadership's tough. It's not easy. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it well. And you can do it though, right? You've got your business up and running. You've got a great team around you. And now it's about developing them and continuing to develop yourself. So think about that. 1781, General Washington accepted the surrender of the British Army, which the British military. Cornwallis wouldn't even show up in person, sent an emissary because he was so ashamed of that failure. So think about that. How are you dealing with that tail end on both sides of big changes that are happening in your business? The warning signs and the indicators that would be there if you're paying attention before it happens, so you're not getting blindsided. And then also the things that still continue that might be bubbling under the surface if you're not paying attention, that can derail the good work that you and your team have now done to put new things in place, to leverage new tools like AI, to crack into new markets. So history is amazing if we can read the stories and then translate them to today and what's working today. So hopefully you're having a great day. I'm having an awesome day. Just met with some friends down here in Harbor, and I am going to mount up and ride out and enjoy the night. Hope you are too. This is Wolf's Watch. I'm Wolf. Thanks for being part of the conversation. I look forward to seeing you on the trail.